Hi, good morning, my dear students. I hope you're all quite well. And today, really, I feel very happy to meet you once again in this video session. So, in the last class, we studied about the anomalous properties, inert pair effect, and allotropism. So, in this class, we are going to study about some of the elements of group 13. So, already you know. Group 13 is nothing but it's a boron group and it contains the elements boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium. So next topic is you are going to study about the physical and the chemical properties of some of the elements of boron family. So first we'll study about the boron. So see the picture. So in that picture, physical properties of group 13 element is mentioned. That is its physical state, then atomic number, isotopes, then atomic mass, electronic configuration, atomic radius, density, melting point, boiling point, everything is mentioned in the form of a tabular column. So try to have a glance once. Memorize the atomic number and its electronic configuration is very, very important. And some of the data are also given. Just have a glance once. So next is the chemical properties of boron. So already you know that boron is the only non-metal in this group and it was very less reactive. And of course it shows reaction only at high temperature. And most probably boron compounds are electron deficient and it has unusual typing of covalent bonding. The reason for that is it was very small and it has high ionization energy and even high electronegativity when compared with carbon and hydrogen. So in the chemical properties of boron, first one is the formation of metal boride. That is, boron, it reacts with the metals and it forms metal boride. And with the general formula, it is mentioned as MXBY. That is, M is metal and the number of atoms is mentioned as X and B is boron and the number of atom is mentioned as Y. So MXBY. So in this, the metal that X ranges up to 11 and Y it ranging up to 66 or more than 66. So it forms high borides. So first one is the direct combination of metals with boron. So boron it reacts with chromium. See the picture. Boron reacts with chromium at 1500 Kelvin. It forms chromium bromide. And N is also mentioned. So it may ranges from 11 to 66. The next one is the reduction of boron trihalide. So we are taking the trihalide, that is BCl3. BCl3 is boron trihalide. So already you know about PCl3, phosphorus trihalide. Like that it is boron trichloride. It reacts with tungsten at the temperature of 1500 Kelvin in the presence of hydrogen because this is a reduction reaction. So here addition of hydrogen takes place. So again it forms the metal boride with the elimination of chlorine and hydrochloric acid. Next one is the formation of hydrides. Actually boron it does not react directly with hydrogen. Okay, and moreover actually carbon can able to form variety of hydrides, that is hydrocarbons, methane, ethane, propane, butane, like that. Boron also can able to form variety of hydrides and that is generally mentioned as borane. Like alkane it is mentioned as borane. So by using the simplest borane, that is B2H6, which is called as diborane. B2H6 is called as diborane. By using this simplest borane, you can able to prepare other large number of boranes. So in this preparation, we are taking boron trifluoride and it is treated with sodium hydride around 450 Kelvin, you will get the diborane, B2H6 diborane. Actually, to prevent the pyrolysis process, the product diborane is trapped immediately. That is, immediately you have to recover that formation of diborane, or otherwise that will undergo pyrolysis process. So pyrolysis is nothing but it is a thermal decomposition, that is by heating it, continuous heating in the absence of air, it can able to convert into some other product. So to avoid that process, you have to immediately trap the diborane formation. See the picture. Next one is the formation of boron trihalide. Already you know this is the simplest reaction. Boron reacts with the halogen, it can able to form the trihalides like PCl3. Same thing, here it is BX3. Then boron nitride. Boron, it reacts with the nitrogen at high temperature, it will form the boron nitride, Bn. So boron reacts with nitrogen, it forms Bn, boron nitride. Then formation of oxides. Boron reacts with oxygen at around 900 Kelvin. In the presence of heat, it can able to form oxide, that is B2O3, like Al2O3, it will form the oxides B2O3. Next one is the reaction of boron with acids and alkali. See the picture. So boron, first it reacts with sulfuric acid and it forms boric acid. H3BO3 is called as boric acid, very important acid. Further you will study some of the reactions of boric acid. Then it reacts with nitric acid, HNO3, again it forms the boric acid. But the elimination, in the first reaction sulfur dioxide is eliminated, and in the second reaction nitrogen dioxide is eliminated. The next, boron is fused with sodium hydroxide and it forms sodium borate. Na3BO3 is called as sodium borate with the elimination of hydrogen. Next is the application of boron. So boron has the capacity to absorb neutrons. Therefore, some isotope of boron, that is B510, atomic number is 5 and the mass number is 10. It is used as a moderator in nuclear reactors. Then amorphous for boron is used as a rocket fuel igniter, which will produce the heat. It's used as a fuel in rocket. Then boron is essential for the cell walls of plants, and it has many other applications. For example, it is used in the eye drops, then antiseptic cream, then washing powder. Everything it contains boric acid and borax. And it is also used in the manufacture of Pyrex glass. Boric oxide is also used. So these are all some of the applications of boron. Next one is the preparation of borax. So borax, it is prepared by using the ore called columnite. See the picture. So in the picture, that ore is given, its formula and its mineral structure, everything is given. You just have a glance. So borax is nothing but Na2B4O7.10H2. This is the formula of borax, but borax is prepared by using this columnite ore. See the picture. So how borax is prepared? It is prepared by using the columnite. Ca2B6O11 is called as columnite. It is treated, it is boiled with a solution of sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. On heating, it forms borax, Na2B4O7, with the elimination of calcium carbonate and calcium hydroxide. So just keep it in your mind, borax is very important compound. Actually, borax is normally, it is formulated as Na2B4O7.H2O. This is the normal formula. But sometimes it contains tetranuclear units like B4O5 OH4 with two minus ion, and this form is known as prismatic form. And borax can also exist in two other forms, namely octahedral borax and borax glass. Octahedral borax, its formula is Na2B4O7.5H2, and borax glass is Na2B4O7. Just only the water molecules differ. Okay, so by the difference of water molecules, you can classify into different forms. Next is the chemical properties of borax. So keep it in your mind. The formula for borax is Na2B4O7.10H2O. This is the normal formula. But in writing the equation, sometimes we didn't mention that water molecules. Okay. So borax is generally, it is basic in nature. But when it is treated with hot water, it becomes alkaline in nature. So on treatment with water, it dissociates into boric acid and sodium hydroxide. See the picture in the first equation. Borax is treated with water, it dissociates into boric acid and sodium hydroxide. Boric acid, already you know the formula, H3BO3. Then on heating, so it contains large water molecules. So on heating, it loses all the 10 water molecules and it forms Na2B4O7. On further heating, it forms sodium borate, that is NaBO2 plus B2O3. Okay, borium oxide. Then borax, on treatment with acids, it forms boric acid. So two equations are given. One is with hydrochloric acid, other is with sulfuric acid. It forms boric acid with the elimination of sodium chloride and with the elimination of sodium sulfate. Next, borax on treatment with ammonium chloride, it forms boron nitride, Bn. See the last equation, with the elimination of sodium chloride, then formation of boron nitride plus water molecules plus boron trioxide. So these are all the chemical properties of borax. Next one is the uses of borax. Borax is used for the identification of colored metal ions. Then mainly it is used in optical. Then borosilicate glass. Then enamels and in glasses of pottery. That is, it's a pot made up of glass which will give the shiny appearance. Then it is also used as a flux in metallurgy and which act as a preservative. So my dear children, today we'll stop up to this, and in the next class we'll study about the boric acid. So once again I'm telling you, take care of your health and studies. Have a nice day. Thank you.